You're about to meet Desmond, and Desmond is an incredible young man. Some of you met him earlier when we showed a video testimony about how God had supernaturally changed his life. With a very rough upbringing, Desmond, between the ages of 18 and 28, had spent more than 10 years in jail. He was addicted to drugs. And long story short, he finds himself one day in our parking lot, homeless, addicted to drugs, and out of work. Somebody here prayed with him, encouraged him. Desmond, just keep coming. Just keep coming back. Keep coming back. And he did. And God supernaturally and radically changed his life, broke his drug addiction, gave him an incredible job, and that led to his very own business. Desmond started his own business, was just killing it, and then one day, something terrible happened. An event happened at work. Police were called to the scene. Desmond had not done anything. It was just something that happened on the job site, and so the police were there doing the routine thing of checking IDs. And when they checked Desmond's ID, something from his past had caught up with him. It was a warrant for his arrest. But it's the way that Desmond handled what happened next that is simply amazing. It affected him, and it affected his wife, Jessica. This is their story.
When the police came, they told me something from my past had popped up, and I was like, oh man. Okay, I know there's a reason this is happening. The police officers were kind enough to let me say my goodbyes to my family, let me get my affairs in order, put my tools away. It was really tough having to hug my wife and look at her, knowing where I was about to go.
It happened so fast. I mean, in the instant, they pulled me with Desmond, I think, and said, he's got some things he needs to take care of, and he's being not only going away, but he's getting extradited to Texas. And you just look and you have this whole entire, just so much to figure out, and it was shocking.
So when I get there, I was in a quarantine, single person. It was rough. It was hard time, very hard. No TVs. I'm in a cell by myself. Completely by myself, and I had the Bible. That's the only reading material I had. So I'm sitting in there, I'm like, okay, God, I know you're showing me something. And I was like, well, God, please use me to be a light in here. And that was game-changing for me. And I was able to conversate and talk to some people that didn't have hope. And we're able to see that it's really not that bad. And I was able to tell my story, and we could relate. They were able to see, like, wow, there's a change. There's a change there, because we can't imagine somebody that's been through what you've been through to act the way that you act. Talking about that, I could see a light switch turn on in a lot of those fellas' eyes. That I spoke with.
I grew up in the church, went to vacation Bible school, did all that kind of stuff. And then, in my 30s, my mom passed away really unexpected within a matter of 12 days. And that changed everything for me. My faith went, and I had a lot of anger. Honestly, when we met, he told me right from the beginning kind of what his faith was and how important that was. And I remember when he asked me to go to church, I was like, oh, Lord, here we go, And I came, and it was amazing. And then I kept coming, and I came several times after that. And I'm so thankful for that journey, that beginning journey, because it allowed me to be able to make it through what we went through as a couple. If I didn't have faith, if I didn't have a relationship with Christ, if I didn't have any of that, I don't know how in the world I would have even navigated what to do, by any means. And I think it's kept us definitely super united, really close, patient with each other. Because he didn't come home to easy breezy by any means. He came home to, hey, by the way, I'm 5 months pregnant, on top of everything else. So the faith is definitely what has kept us, I think, grounded and trusting trusting the process. And for someone like me, who's a worrier by nature, that's not an easy thing at all.
So coming back home was, if you look at like the heartbeat on one, it does all that. So it was great to be able to see my family and the church that had my back. It was, really big family, my extended family. So it's been ups and downs, with the business, and I have a baby on the way, and grandmother-in-law is in hospice, and father-in-law just had a open heart surgery. But everything is still okay. Everything is still okay. So, that's letting me know God's in control. It's like, just take it easy. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you are thinking, how did I see this mishap to be an opportunity? It was Christ working in me. He got rid of the old Des, and he created a new creature with new insight and a new viewpoint. And he showed me this opportunity to bring other people to Christ and to show people what Christ can do.